Hi everybody, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. I am starting a new series of paintings where I'm going through my house and painting some of my Christmas decorations. Thought that might be kind of fun for the holidays. So if you would like to paint along with me and join me on this journey, come on and follow me into my studio. I've popped the photograph in the corner so you can see what I'm painting from. He's a cute little snowman. He does have some holiday lights around him that I chose to ignore for this painting. And I sketched him in really lightly with one of my watercolor pencils. And now I have a combination of a little bit of white gouache, some buff titanium, and a little bit of neutral gray. And I am just blending it out to get the snowman base. And I'm adding some buff titanium to the mix because I thought it needed more yellow. I hadn't put that one in yet. And I don't want any really harsh lines is all. Getting the rest of his body in and his face, his other arm, and neck area, and he's got a little hat on, so there's not a lot of his head showing. I have had this snowman, I can't even tell you how long. I don't remember where I got him. I'm going to say it was probably at a craft show. Just working on my shadows and trying to give the shape of his hands and arms some curves. And getting rid of my harsh lines. That's the other thing I did throughout. Now I'm working on his little hat. It is a striped fabric, a dark kind of charcoal color. And I don't need to draw in or paint in every little pattern in the hat to give it the look of plaid. I just want to hint or give an impression of the plaid in the fabric. And the scarf is more of a reddish kind of charcoal color. It isn't plaid though, it's pretty solid, but nubby looking. So I just added a little bit of, I think it was Quin Rose, to the mixture that I was using for the hat, which I think there was some McCracken black, and there may have been some neutral tint in there too. Now, like I said, I'm just going to hint at the plaid, just give an impression. Darken up the scarf a little bit too. And that's the brim, but there's not a real line right there. So I'm trying to blend it in a little bit. And then I'm adding the red into the plaid. That was a kitty jumping on the table, come to join me. I think she thinks she should be sleeping right now, and I should be with her. Now I'm painting the broom that he's holding. Just a few sticks on a stick. And it has a definite shadow on the left side of it. And the stick itself has a shadow that is on the snowman's belly, which I have it now, and then I lose it for a while, and then I get it back. And again, I'm just trying to give it some differentiation and some depth, but I don't want a solid line, so I'm going to fade that out a bit. Just blend it. Let's see, now I've lost and had to redo the shadow. I think I do it one more time too. Now we can see these are two arms with little round hands on them. They were a bit risque a few minutes ago. I want to get that shadow a little darker right on the edge of the scarf. And that whole area on his chest there is pretty in shadow, so. Again, I'm just trying to give the hands and the arms some roundness because they're pretty puffy. And of course, there's a little shadow under the hat where it turns up. I can't think of what you would call it, the brim, but it's not really a brim. It's just flipped up. But there's definitely a shadow where it meets his head. And there's shadow on that side of his face. So I want to give his face some roundness, but got it a little too wet there. And blending and blending and layering. Now for his nose, the fun part. Now I'm going to give him a little shadow with some deep scarlet on the underside of his nose. And a little, I think it's Indian red in the corner, something like that. And this is the McCracken black, because I want his cute little eyes. I am not trying to make a photorealistic painting of this snowman, so I'm not really concerned about getting everything exactly as it is. In the photo, I should say. Just used a little bit of the black that was on my brush to give it even more of a shadow under his nose. And now a little bit of white to make those stripes pop on his hat. Just a little bit of a highlight on the broom. And now I want to differentiate the broom from his scarf a little bit more. So I'm just trying to get some shadow in there. Again, it isn't exactly like the picture, but that's okay. Just tweaking his mouth a little bit. Now I am painting the plaid table runner that he's sitting on. Again, I just want to give that impression of a plaid table runner. little sap green for the green parts. It actually worked very nicely for my green color. That's pretty much what was in the tablecloth. I didn't want it too bright or too defined. Just dulling down the little white squares in between with a little very thin version of the Snowman mix color. And now I'm going to put the black parts of the plaid in. Again, I don't want it real defined, but I thought it was a nice balance to the black in his hat to have him resting on something more substantial, and the black in the plaid helped get that feeling. Still working on my shadow and blending it out. And you can see right now I've lost the shadow on the snowman of the stick. So there we go. I put it back on for the third time. Now I decided that I wanted something in the background on the top part, so I just painted water, clean water around. And then I thought maybe a nice Payne's gray. So I got my Payne's gray and I put a couple swipes down and went, nope, I don't like that. So I patted that off. Thought, no, it's too cold. It needed to be a warmer color. So I went into my yellow ochre and did a really pale yellow ochre wash behind him. And I liked that much better. Didn't worry about getting all the nooks and crannies around him real careful or anything. He was standing in front of a wooden box, and it was kind of a light to medium wood color, and I thought that was kind of what I was going for. And now I'm giving him a shadow underneath him because that gives him some place to sit. Gives him a nice anchor. Connects him to the tablecloth. And I'm tweaking his mouth a little bit again, because I had some white paint at the ready. And tweaking the other side. Put a little pink on his cheeks. A little too much pink on his cheeks. tweaking his mouth again. And that's a done deal. Signing my name. So I really appreciate your being here, and it would help me out a lot if you would hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of future videos, hit the little bell. I'm going to peel the tape now, and I did it really fast and some of the paper came off with it. So I heated up the tape with a hairdryer, and it just warms up the adhesive a little bit. And I really didn't do it terribly long, just back and forth. And then it peeled beautifully the rest of the tape. So you gotta do it slower and more carefully than I just did, and so you know if you're going to have a problem or not, because this works really well. So I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope you come back and see more on my channel. Here's a close-up of the finished product. I'm going to be doing these Christmas decoration pictures for a while. I thought it'd be kind of fun. And if you're interested, I have a video where I tour all the Christmas decorations in my house. So I will link that at the end of this video. If you'd like to, it'd be great if you could check out my Etsy shop, where I have prints of my artwork along with some originals and lots of cute little monsters for sale. So until next time, thanks for watching.